What's going on, boxing fans? Julian Williams here at the distance. Keeping busy today. Decided to kind of continue on. I'll talk about more about the history of boxing as well as the current scene. Today I'm going to make a video continuing my legendary series that I kind of began and didn't really get a chance to continue on in August when I did Danny Little Red Lopez. I was supposed to do Salvador Sanchez next, but basically I lost track of what I was doing. Got into some legal shit, so pretty much I lost focus on what I was doing on here, and pretty much I'm gonna slowly but surely get back into what I was doing. So anyway, I'm gonna talk about Thomas Hitman Hearns on this one. Next week I'm gonna get into Salvador Sanchez. I'll be making videos every day next week. So anyway, pretty much getting to Thomas the Hitman Hearns. Thomas Hearns, former welterweight, junior middleweight, and light heavyweight and cruiserweight fighter. Unfortunately, he's broke now. It's depressing. It's kind of depressing to hear him speak, but it's also kind of depressing to kind of see him, because he does seem to be on that punch drunk route right now. He pretty much is almost as close as you get to punch drunk as they come right now, and that's because the punches that he took in his career, in his big fights. Iran Barkley, Marvin Hagler, and Sugar Ray Leonard. But also let's think of the epic moments. And yeah, there's a lot of stigma. This high nostalgic stigma to his fights with Leonard and Hagler, but also he had pretty good battle against Roberto Duran. Took him out in like 2 rounds. Wilfred Benitez, Schuler was another guy who's a minor title holder, and Hearns knocked him out very early. Other than Schuler, there was, I'm trying to think of Virgil Hill. He fought Virgil Hill. Faced some quality opponents throughout his career. Thomas Hearns' style, very dependent on the left jab. He had a very long left jab, very long reach, and it was stiff. It was a stiff jab. He had a jab that was pretty much intended to hurt his opponents and wear down his opponents and set up his right hand. The jab was set up to hurt the opponents and wear them down to where they become vulnerable to that right hand. And the right hand was made for the knockout. It was made to put opponents to sleep. The jab was made to just hurt them, hurt the opponent. But also he could take you out with a left hook if he wanted to. And if it was late in the fight, he could have taken out his opponent with the left hook if it was there. And then depending on how he landed it, he could take out an opponent with a left hook. And also from time to time he threw the uppercut, but he would only throw like a single uppercut. He never followed up his uppercut. Like I said, it's nothing scarier than a man in that division that's tall, has power, and a majority of his punches are coming straight. He fought tall. He fought tall like some smaller fighters. Similar to some of the smaller fighters, he was able to move effectively and fight tall at the same time. Box and fight tall, which is a deadly combination with fighters like that. In the 12-round era, I think he would have defeated Sugar Ray Leonard. He would have defeated him. But they were fighting 15 rounds, so that's why Leonard came in and won that fight. But that was the difference of eras now. Hagler, that was bound to happen anyway, being the great fighter that Hagler was. And I will get into Hagler later on as I go deeper into the series. But Thomas Hearns, I believe Thomas Hearns is probably one of the greatest welterweights to ever put on a pair of gloves and never get into the ring, and probably one of the most intimidating welterweights of all time, just because of the amount of power that he had in his right hand. And you would have to wonder how the hell did this tall skinny dude get so much power in that right hand. And he was able to keep his opponents at the end of his punches, and did a very good job of it. But I think that boxing right now is missing that kind of fighter that can box effectively, but will give you a good fight. He'll box effectively, but he'll fight from bell to bell, and he'll give you a fight, and he'll give you a challenging fight at that. So, anyway, peeps, I'm out of here. Next week will definitely be Salvador Sanchez. So anyway, I'm out of here. Thanks for watching. Peace.